Camera rolling. Well, Alex, thank you for joining us today. Uh, but if you have any questions before we start filming about your project,
No, it's all good. We can start.
okay. I just want to ask you a little bit about your time in Hong Kong. What can you say about that?
Not yet. So I was there on a study abroad program, 1 semester, and it was pretty interesting. A lot of ups and downs. I went to the school, university, no, Chinese University of Hong Kong, and they had like a really good media program. But yeah, it's very interesting time. Learned a lot of new experiences compared to like where I went to college, because I went to college in Illinois. It's pretty barren there, a lot of cornfields. It's a new perspective, I would say.
Okay, and then what can you say about how you got to film in Hong Kong? How did that happen?
Yeah, I mentioned, well, one of the main reasons I went there was like I wanted to try to create something different than what I usually do. I think in college, a lot of times I was working on other people's projects, and like I wanted a new playground to try some new things. And I thought being abroad, Hong Kong has a really rich history in film, and the school I went specifically, a lot of professors like were in the industry, and it made me like, especially the time is limited there, 1 semester, it made me really push to make something of my own, like a fresh start, I would say, my last year at college.
From your time there, shooting your project, can you tell me what it was like going through the pre-production process? I know it's a little heavy when you get started.
No, I think one of the hardest things about it was like I guess a new space, like new, just being in a new spot. Like I just having to adjust to that in general. So like in college, Champagne, like I knew all these people, all these media people, but then I was like a freshman again, like starting how to like, try to find people, like just to survive there, buy groceries, all these like mundane things that's like really easy. Like I didn't think about in the US. Like now it's like I'm getting outside my comfort zone. So, but once I got a little bit more comfortable in the space, that's when I just started. I started also just experiencing things, because like that also helped me like create the idea, the film itself, keep creating. It's very, I'll talk about it later, but based on like my experience abroad. Yeah.
Or if you wanted to shoot that and you want to make sure you have the right people, what was your process of getting
Yeah,
them out?
I think it's like in my classes, I met some people, some media people, and I pitched them. It's really hard because a lot of them, everyone who goes abroad, it's more. I feel most people went for like the experience of going there, like experiencing the culture. I knew people that were like flying to like Japan, Korea every other week, like whole Asia trip. But for me, it was very like academic, career orientated. Like I would spend like easy at least like 8 hours in the studio, media studio, or like I would go to all my classes, just like editing or just like taking notes or studying the content of my like the curriculum. So like finding other people that were like, because I'm taking their time away from their, not taking time away, but like this is a part of their experience as well.
You don't get that time back.
Yeah. So like making it worthwhile. And also just like I also befriend like genuine people that were passionate about art and media. So I think I created a good space for us to work and have a good environment where like all of us can learn and grow and something make something bigger than ourselves.
It sounds like you did a lot to just make this happen.
Yeah.
But if you're taking so many roles and it's just one project, how did you manage to balance all that workload?
Um, it's tough, cause like a lot of the shot selection, for instance, like or even some of the shots in the film, like I had to shoot myself, cause like timing schedule. Yeah, right. So or like, cause like even getting like 5 or 6 people to like all show up at the same time of the day, it was really hard, cause I had like no AD or anything. So like in the production part, like a lot of it, like I'll say like maybe like a third of it I shot, or like I came up with the shots beforehand. So like when we're on shoot, we would get by really quick. So having like a really organized setup, I would say. And then honestly, it's just I just delegated a lot of time to like my craft, because like also I was using the media lab there. So while people were going out, I was locked in. Just no, no, but real though, like I would, I had some issues with my roommate also. So like I would be like 4 a.m. just at the media lab. I don't know, I think at least for me, study abroad was it's a once in a lifetime experience.
I
Um,
just want to know also, like, working on your projects, you're trying to delegate different roles to people,
yeah,
and that's good. It sounds like you're doing the director role.
yeah, yeah,
Also, Sky, you're trying to gather equipment.
yeah, yeah,
How did you, like, what type of equipment did you use to make this film?
yeah. I think I was, age of now, like there's so many resources online. So that's one. So I looked at like what other people use for the shots I wanted for this film. I like reference a lot on like Shot Deck, which is like a website you could look at shots from films. And then I also asked a lot of friends. Actually, before that, we had a media lab. I mean, a media equipment room, like any media student. And like I would see like most people don't really use any of the equipment there. But coming from Champaign, like my school doesn't have that much good equipment. So like all the equipment I used mostly was like I bought. So like I just tried out everything they had, and then see what worked, what didn't, and then ask friends back home like their insight, like how to light this close up shot, or like should I use this like flag or not. So it's trial and error basically, and yeah, but it led to something I think I'm pretty proud of.
So I want to also move on from just shooting the project.
Yeah, yeah,
From shooting the project, you got to take it over your computer.
yeah. So it's funny because I had a Lenovo, like a small computer I was using at the time, and it was like it kind of like burned out. Like the battery was so messed up. Like I tried to get it fixed in Hong Kong, and it was just fried. Like I lost a lot of footage actually from that. But the media lab, I think had like a Mac M1, Mac Ultra, or so I decided to use that as my tool. And it's funny because the media lab, like besides finals, like no one was ever in there. And I think it's just like comes from the school. Like it's a pretty prestigious school, so I bet a lot of people have. Like I didn't have a MacBook at the time, like had MacBooks and all that. But like I saw that as an opportunity. So I would just use their equipment, like use as much as I can, as part of my tuition and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
So you used a lot of M1. So what was on the M1 then?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Why would you use M1 over like your Lenovo? If you're,
Yeah. I use DaVinci. It's just an editing software, DaVinci Pro Studio. And I would say, I used to use Adobe, and it's hard to say CapCut, content creation, but because that's all I could run back then. Um, but my friends at university, they were like, you gotta get on DaVinci. Like that's like how you do professional color grading. And this film itself, I wanted it to really not just some content, not just like a quick video. Like I wanted it to have like the film quality. So like I basically like with my friends' help, like I'll be on Discord calls or just like self-taught, just trial and error YouTube, just like on DaVinci, just keep like learning because it's very hard learning curve even I would say for like Adobe or CapCut. It's like a higher level, but it allowed me to get the picture quality I was looking for.
Such a great film. I mean, there already is your guess,
Yeah.
I actually want to know why you created this film.
Mm. So it's a lot to be said. I think the main thing was I played myself in the film, and I think it's actually it's narrative, but like it's really similar to my experience. I think I mentioned it, but like I had friends and stuff. Like I had met other people like Hong Kong, and then like also other international students, but I still felt kind of um, alone because like what I was trying to do abroad was so different from everyone else. So like I don't know if I regret it either, but like there's people like I definitely could have became closer with, or like I could have went out a little bit more, hanged out a little bit, but I was just like so focused on making this film, like that the film actually became like that, because in the film, it's like the character kind of has even in like Champagne, like I feel artists, it's like you want to have like a life outside of art, but your art is yourself. So it's like, oh, if you're not working, if you're not editing, then you're not really doing it, And I wanted to do that. So I pulled from my own personal experiences. And, whether it was the right choice or not, I'm pretty proud of what I made. And I hope, you know, others could resonate maybe with it. And, even like non-artists, just to like whatever they're pursuing, to keep doing that. But also don't lose yourself too much to the other things outside of making art, like personal life and stuff like that.
I know you want to keep creating, and it tells you that your craft is to keep making more stuff. But why? Why is it important to keep
It's
creating?
important.
Why is it important for you to keep doing what you're doing?
Mm, it's a good question. I think it's well, the main reason why I started it was like I was inspired by a film, Parasite, by Bong Joon-ho, and like I think art or filmmaking has helped me in my personal life and growth, just as a person, like the friends I made, um, and just like my quality of life, and like the same way that that director Bong Joon-ho like inspired me to make, like I want to be able to inspire others. Cause I have a lot of artist friends, like they have artist blocks, or like especially where like a lot of my friends like post graduation. So a lot of them, or even in college, like having issues, or like they got other stuff outside. It's hard to pursue this career. It's very um like people don't do it for the money, or you see social media, there's some 18-year-old with the iPhone and they're like working for like Apple or something, and you're like, what am I doing? Right? But I think like you gotta remember like when we all started, like we were probably shooting it's like YouTube videos or it's on our iPhone, like whatever we had, like this setup right here, we got all this lighting, like like top quality, whatever. But like in the beginning, it was just a phone and the idea. Like, don't want to forget that, for all the artists or filmmakers.
And I think that's a great point. But
Yeah.
we're getting to the point where this interview.
Okay.
I just want to get in my last hands that your audience know.
I'll say thank y'all for supporting me, friends, everyone who worked on this project. If you're working on a film or anything, like don't lose sight, why you started it. And yeah, I hope, may inspire, even if it inspires one person, one viewer. If this gets 0 views, it's okay, because we're just shooting it, and whatever happens, happens. Yeah, I'll keep creating.